Thank you. Good morning. Honored to be here, all the way from Seattle, Washington, at the University of Washington. I thought I'd put the standard in context, both historically and across the country. As Carol mentioned, we've done the standard in 37 states, and we've looked at a number of those states in terms of how many people are above and below the standard. And before the recession, it was about 1 out of 5 households in Washington, Colorado, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. So that was about the average. Now, in Pennsylvania, it's 1 out of 4 households. So there's been a dramatic increase in the number of people, of households that are below the standard. At the same time, what the story here is not just people losing their jobs or decreasing their wages, decreasing because their hours decrease. As we said, 4 out of 5 of these households have a worker in them. About half those workers are full-time year-round workers. So there's a lot of work going on. So what's happening? What's happening is that their wages are stagnating and falling, and their costs are increasing. And so what's happening is that they're experiencing a crunch. There's one other state that we've done, Mississippi, which has 1 out of 3 households is below the standard. So Pennsylvania's gone from 1 out of 5 to 1 out of 4, halfway to be like Mississippi was before the recession. So we're getting a sense of how big this impacted the recession. The poverty rate's gone up, but only by about 2 percentage points. So what the standard shows us is that the impact of this recession has been on working families. Disproportionately, families that are headed by single mothers, disproportionately families that are headed by people of color. So it's now, and those families experience the biggest increase in having inadequate incomes. So not only did the recession hit working families the hardest, but it hit those who were already low income, who are already disproportionately with inadequate income. They're the ones that have experienced the biggest jump in terms of experiencing the standards. Now almost 2 out of 3 single mother households have incomes that are inadequate. Now remember, the standard is a bare bones budget. There's no takeout or restaurant food in there. The housing is at the same rate, and the child care is at the same rate as people are getting assistance. So we're talking about a very bare bones budget. People are having to make very, very difficult choices. Like the senator said, even his daughter is ending up having to move back home in order to be able to make ends meet. Because you lose your job, or your income goes down, but your costs keep going up. The rent keeps going up, child care keeps going up, health care keeps going up, food keeps going up. Even during the recession, we've seen that. The only thing that's kept the total standard from going up is, as Carol said, it's the payroll tax credit. So what we're seeing is that disproportionate impact. It's mostly working families, so we have this combination of stagnating wages. I'll use something that our partner in New Jersey used a long time ago. If you can imagine a graph that shows wages which are stagnating and costs that are increasing